our coffee beans. Our coffee beans, Veera.
Everyone, please take a second and look at your hands. Now, point out your index finger. Next, rotate your heads. I'm sure most of you will be thinking, why is this random 16-year-old Indian boy doing on the stage telling me what to do? Well, nevertheless, you guys still followed the instructions I gave without hesitation. Why? Let me tell you. We have our own special ways of communicating and acting around others. In fact, every single day, we talk, act, and behave so that our words and actions meets the primitive expectations of this society. Fellow friends, how many of you here owns a coffee machine at home? I like to think of the human body as a coffee machine. The heart, the coffee beans. The mind, the filter, and my words and actions as the coffee. And what happens to these coffee beans? Before you put them into the machine, all of them are special and unique in their own ways. But once blended and grounded together, uniqueness within each bean is obscured. In the end, you only get a cup of black coffee that you wanted. No one will ever see the raw, aromatic beans that society wants to hear. You all would be so shocked if you all knew my coffee beans, if you all found out the person I really am. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you guys a story. 5 years ago, there was this kid who newly joined my school. He was African. His mother dropped him off that day. He was the first and only non-Asian in that school. Everyone looked at him differently. So one afternoon, I was walking down the hall and I saw a group of seniors teasing him, hurling insults, calling him names. Everyone just stood there and laughed. He started to tear up. But me, being the person I am, puffed out my chest, channeled all my anger inside me, took a deep breath, and did nothing. I just stood there, frozen, too scared to do anything, too scared that if I stood up for him, people would laugh at me too. After that day, I didn't see him anymore. I just assumed he left the school because he was too embarrassed. But just a month later, while I was walking down the shopping mall, I saw his mother. I walked up to her and saw her holding a flyer. On this flyer showed the picture of the boy. Below were words written in bold. Missing on 1st of January 2015. The boy had ran away. And I thought to myself, if only I had intervened. If only I stood up for him. If only I showed my 2 coffee beans. But I didn't. Instead, I was a cup of filtered coffee that blends in this society. Perhaps the reason you guys like to filter your thoughts is because you guys will think they are too impure, bitter, unnatural. But I'm a great example of that. I could have followed my heart and stood up for the boy, but instead I went with the flow and didn't help a person in need. Please always be the person you really are. Sometimes it's okay to go upstream. You don't always have to end up in the same position as others. And that's what makes this world colorful. I want you all to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end. Because all that truly matters is your very own coffee beans. Thank you.